Miss Monica McNutt couldn't figure that out and took a conversation and did something she has never done before that absolutely shocked me that she did today.
Did you catch the latest? ESPN drama just hit peak chaos, and it felt like a courtroom showdown. Leading the charge was Stephen A. Smith, who dropped all politeness and went straight for Monica McNutt and Chiny Almike. He tore apart their biased, out-of-touch takes on Caitlyn Clark and called out the double standards for everyone to see.
What is your bigger concern when you highlight that Angel Reese, like Caitlyn Clark is usually the victim, Angel Reese is usually the villain? Is that your primary?
But first, let's rewind. Caitlyn Clark, the WNBA's most electrifying rookie, did exactly what she's been doing all season, posting numbers most veterans can only dream of: 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Then came the third quarter, the so-called incident. Clark went in hard on a box-out against Angel Reese. Physical? Yes. Tough? Absolutely. Flagrant foul? Come on, that's stretching it.
The time. So Angel Reese pushes Natasha Howard in the back, which angers Caitlyn, and Caitlyn gives a no free buckets foul with some extra sauce.
Then came the moment that pushed Stephen A. Smith over the edge, the reaction from Monica McNutt and Chiny Almike. Monica, in her usual performative style, tweeted, "If this were the other way around, oh Lord, you can only imagine how the conversation would go." And you know what, Monica? That's actually a fair point, just not the way you think it is.
They both said this was a basketball play. Now, Greedy, let's be honest. If this was the other way around, oh, Lord, you can only imagine how the conversation would have gone.
If this were the other way around, oh, Lord, you could have only imagined how the conversation would have... Well, you know what, Monica? That's a good... Let's see if we have any examples of this possibly being the other way.
I believe to Angel Reese.
Oh!
And they will go to the monitor.
Wait a second.
To review this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Boom!
Stephen A. Smith fired back with unmatched intensity. The last time Angel Reese fouled Caitlyn Clark, what did Clark do? Nothing. She walked away. No flopping, no complaining, no showboating for the cameras. She simply played basketball and stayed professional. Then Smith paused, letting it sink in. The hammer dropped. When Caitlyn Clark commits a foul on Angel Reese, suddenly it's treated like World War III.
If you're not one of them no good bastards that would do something like that, feel something like that, say something like that, nobody's talking about you. Don't personalize it and embrace it as if black folks and other folks are lumping you.
Let's break down the double standard. Angel Reese can poke eyes, shove, taunt, and target opponents openly, and the media frames it as must-see entertainment. But when Caitlyn Clark plays physical, aggressive basketball, suddenly she's labeled dirty. Reese has built her brand on being loud, confrontational, and unapologetically bold, and that's fine. Own it. But you don't get to throw a fit when someone matches that energy, plays just as hard, and executes it better.
What I didn't agree with is when she said, oh yeah, all players react the way that Angel Reese reacted. Now, if we think back to last year when Caitlyn Clark was getting knocked all over the place, how was her reaction? Did she get up and try to fight? Did she get up and try to get in somebody's face afterwards? A lot of those times, it was just her maybe laying down, or she got up and walked away, got up, went to the bench. So I don't necessarily agree that everybody reacted.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. He went after Monica McNutt and Chiny Almike for something few dare to say on ESPN, using identity politics to defend questionable behavior. Monica claimed Angel Reese was being unfairly criticized because she's black, while Caitlyn Clark gets a pass because she's white. Smith didn't just push back. He dismantled the argument point by point, exposing just how weak and misleading it really was.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlyn Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when they mimicking what Caitlyn Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route to the Final Four. And then Angel Reese and LSU bust their living, you know what, at that particular moment in time. And Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did. It would have never gotten.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. He went straight at Angel Reese, calling out behavior he said had crossed the line. From the infamous hand gesture during the LSU National Championship to her ongoing media antics, Angel has consistently positioned herself in contrast to Caitlyn Clark, often chasing attention and headlines. Smith argued that this performative approach, more about spectacle than competition, risks becoming distracting and even toxic, overshadowing the game itself.
If Angel Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship, if that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big. Yes, she's a talent. Yes, she would have made the WNBA. But in terms of her popularity, it really soared after she took down Caitlyn Clark. And then Caitlyn Clark came back last year and got revenge by knocking LSU.
This isn't about race, Stephen A. Smith emphasized. It's about respect for the game. It's about performance. It's about maturity. It's about how you carry yourself on and off the court. And he's right. Caitlyn Clark isn't a media darling because of her hair or her hometown. She earns every bit of that attention. Her talent demands the spotlight. It doesn't follow her. It chases her.
Look at Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is balling. She's a rookie of the year. She was one of the finalists for the league MVP honors as a rookie, breaking all types of records. She should have been on Team USA. She didn't choose to play in an unrivaled league. Her brand building has been incredibly impressive.
Caitlyn Clark is turning the Indiana Fever from a quiet franchise into a national sensation, filling arenas, smashing viewership records, and practically carrying the WNBA on her shoulders. She didn't become the league's golden child by chance. It's all talent, hard work, and consistency. Meanwhile, Angel Reese seems to be coasting on a single NCAA tournament moment, acting like it's a permanent free pass. Seriously, when was the last time she played a game without turning it into a media circus?
See the way that you did, that you expressed rather. But there are an abundance of people that weren't looking at it that way at all. There are an abundance of people that have religiously respected the great talent that exists within the WNBA and the women who have done it. What has happened is that in America, you have somebody that's come along who, by the way, I'm going to go there, who happens to be white and brought a level of attention and allure to the sport it had not received before. And what we were seeing from an abundance of folk.
Stephen A. Smith had reached his limit. Done with the excuses, done with the silence. How many times, he demanded, have we seen Caitlyn Clark get hammered on the court and not a single word from anyone? No texts, no flagrant fouls, nothing, just complete radio silence. Then Angel Reese hits the floor once, and suddenly the league blows the whistle, the media erupts, and she's under attack. Stephen A. couldn't stay quiet any longer. He slammed the desk, raised his voice, and asked the question every fair fan has been thinking. Why does Angel Reese get a free pass for everything? And why are so-called experts like Monica McNutt constantly defending her?
Monica McNutt, nothing smart to say. Can you address that? No, it's okay, Monica. It's okay. You too busy worried about the Indiana Fever fans. You're not worried about the actual trolls and the hate and the bigotry that's taking place on that side, are you? No, but why are we surprised?